Hello everybody, Qzilla here. Welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. In the last episode, we unlocked the Elder's Lair and took on the very first floor. And in today's episode, we're going to be moving on to the second zone. So each zone of the Elder's Lair will have its own catavan stand. And like I said, each zone will have its own trials. So let's go ahead and talk to the watch pod and see what they have to say. Oh, you poor pitiful human. Beyond here looks a meowster with power that transcends reason itself. Knowing this, do you wish to proceed? If so, take the second trial our esteemed meowster left behind. Break the number of parts specified to pass the trial. My goodness, I wouldn't want to be you, right, meow? So what parts do we have to break? That's the start of the second trial, partner. The key to this will be choosing the best weapons to break those parts. Alright, so we need to break 6 claws, 7 bodies, and 6 tails. Alright, so looks like our first opponent will be a Daimyo Hermitor. Alright, so let's go ahead and start fighting. So the Daimyo Hermitor's body parts are weak only to one, no matter what. But it has an elemental weakness to fire. Also, do not quick finish. If you quick finish, it does not count for body parts broken. So, even if you fought all these before, don't do it until after you've already finished everything. So, we're gonna win this clash. Again, if you quick finish, what will happen is you basically don't get the parts counted as having been broken. I recommend just breaking every single part, no matter what. Okay, so I'm gonna try to break the body with this kinship attack. There we go. So, yeah, just be careful about what monsters you choose to break the body parts of. So I know in the last video I mentioned that some monsters cannot be found here in the Elder's Lair, like at all. These monsters include so they include the likes of herbivores, Aptonoth, Apsaros, and Popo. Real quickly, so Gypsaros is weak to fire, its body parts are weak to slash, by default, slash on the stomach, slash on the tail, and pierce on the head. So yeah, you'll want to focus entirely on just having, at least have a weapon of one of the 3 weapon types, just so that way you don't have to worry all that much about trying to break apart in a fight. Because trust me, if you did, it would be pain. I did that on my I'm trying to think. On my Switch save of Stories 2, back when it came out, and it took me longer to complete this second zone of the Elder's Lair than I would have liked because of that. But yeah, so as a general rule of thumb, if you're looking for a specific high rank monster, and you don't want to look in the Elder's Lair, because maybe you're not far enough in it, then what you can do is you can trying to think. What you can do is look around for rare dens and high rank rare dens in the general area of where they're supposed to be. So for a Peko, head is weak to blunts, body is weak to slash, it is weak to slash by default. Ice weakness. Just remember, don't quick finish these fights until after you've gotten all the body parts you need. Especially if you're like in the 60s, it can be easy to be tempted to quick finish, but don't. This focus is entirely on part breaking this floor. Okay, so while dents won't spawn normally in these, monsters can still retreat, but a little bit annoying for it to do that. Alright, so we need 5 more claws, 5 more bodies, and 5 more tails. Okay. So most of this video is just going to be looking around to try to find the necessary monsters, and then I meant to go for my pierce weapon. Whoops. I do that a lot. But yeah, most of this is just going to be about just looking around for the monsters, and then once I find them, I'm going to try to break all the body parts that I need. Especially if there are body parts that are not needed. So I guess we'll break the tail of... Okay, the monkey got slept. He's gonna be back up by the end of the turn, don't worry. Ow. Yeah, the Plesioth by default uses tech when enraged, uses power. All of its body parts are weak to pierce, but its body is also weak to slash, same as its default state. So, yeah, I'm gonna use the body now. Alright, so now that we broke the body, I guess I can break the back as well, even if it's not needed. Alright, and that should be 2 more to our counter. The claws are going to be the most annoying one to try to get, because I think the only monster on this floor that has those is the Hermitors? Or Daimyo Hermitor, I want to say. But yeah, again, like, it can be very, it can be very annoying. Just, also, if I'm not starting, like, immediately on battle, it's just because I'm bringing up, like, what that monster moveset is on my phone. Because I cannot be expected to keep track of, like, literally all of it. So, it's worth mentioning that for the herbivores, high-rank herbivores, those are probably the most annoying to find. Well, Apsaros is easy. High-rank Apsaros is easy, actually. Because you can generally find it wandering about in high-rank Alcalidens, since they're the only herbivore in the game to actually use hostile. But for high-rank Apnoth and Bobo, it's much more difficult, I guess? Primarily because just... let me think, what am I trying to say? It's because they only appear as den protectors, basically. So, you have to search in normal high-ranked dens. Ideally, they appear close to the monster that you want to find. But I found that for Popo, you have to look for dens atop snowy Mount Lavina. And, for example, Aptonoth can only be found on Popo Island. And except for Apsaros, I think Aptonoth and Popo can only be found at night. And keep in mind, it's still a low chance because they're only den protectors. So it's not like you can find them very easily. Alright, so we're gonna destroy your head. So once you've destroyed enough body parts of a certain type, you'll need to start looking for monsters that don't have that, instead have what you do need. Alright, so there we go. Perfect was defeated.
No better team than a hunter and rider.
Okay, so we need 3 more bodies, 3 more tails, and we still need 5 more claws. Yeah, the claws are going to be the most annoying to get on this floor. And that's primarily just because, again, I think only 1, 2 actually have claws on this floor at least. Is a Daimyo Hermitaur, which we have only seen 1 of so far, so yay. Break the body and tail. Afterwards, I think we can just quick finish those Hermitaurs, I want to say. Yeah, Qzilla is sticking out. Again, most of my monsters have like what I think are the best genes for each kind. Basically, I went with an attack up XL gene for their specified element, and then I try to give them 1 AoE move, and then 1 I try to also give them a move of each attack type. So it's like, for example, we have Lightning Call on Uzaru for Thunder, Vengeful Thunder as well for Tech, Lightning Call is Speed, and then for power we have Plasma Jet. Ooh, there are 2 right over there. Nice. Alright, so time to just jump right over there. Finally, 2 more claw parts. And then that should also finish off the body requirements. So, what to do? So yeah, aim for the claws first, no matter what.
Show me what you can do.
And then we're gonna aim for the body. Honestly, I do kind of like how water at least has strong gear and monsters in this game, even if they're not to the same level of quality that the rest have. But team-wise, water and ice are kind of down there. Dragon is obviously the least expansive in terms of their teams. go for power now. Yep. Berto, if you could focus on hard breaking, that would be incredible, but we all know you are, like, you find it anathema. Alright, so that's the claw's broken. And I'm going to aim for the body with the double kinship. And so what's annoying is that I had to go through and fight a bunch of really tough high rank monsters with Ratha as my partner. Because if you want to fill out the double kinship gallery, you need to have gotten, well, you need to have Ratha firstly, and then secondly, you need to get a double kinship with each of the battle buddies, which can only really be done in the post game since you don't get Ratha until, like, I want to say, yeah, no, you don't get Ratha until partway into the Lalaska arc. So yeah, since you don't get Ratha until partway through Alaska, it's very, what am I trying to say? Yeah, you won't be able to get it with Kena and, Alwyn until after you beat, and even then, Roberto, when you're partnered with Roberto, Ratha is forced out of your party because of story reasons, so even then you still can't have Ratha with you. So I think the only ones that you can actually do it with prior to the end of the game are Kyle and Cheval. You have to manually go back with the other four, and because again, Avinia, well, you don't get Ratha's proper kinship skill with Avinia, or at least not until like after most of Lamore is done, because you have to get Ratha to grow his wings firstly in order to finally unlock his double kinship. Or unlock his proper kinship skill. Because I don't think it counts ground flare.
No better team than a hunter and rider.
Alright, so let's keep looking around, seeing... because we need one more tail and 3 more claws. So I think if I head this way, it's just a chest, so I'm gonna head back up. Actually, I'm gonna head on up that way. This place is like a maze, I tell you. I think we may also have to reload it once. I'm not sure if there are enough of the monsters here by default for us to be able to actually get what we need. Again, I'm not too sure. Okay, so there's another fussy off. Alright, so after this, aim for the tail. Alright, so we broke the tail. That's awesome.
Show me what you can do.
Down to you. I also love how Rashong just makes monkey noises now. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long, hopefully, until we're finally done with trying to leave this entire place. Or at least this zone. You win the press flash like always. Yeah, so since it goes for... Alright, so there we go. Plessioff defeated. I think we only needed to fight Plessioff for the kill. And I'm not entirely sure if... I don't know where I'm going with that. Alright, so let's see if we can find any more Hermitors, because we only need the claws now. So we can ignore basically any of the other monsters that we come across. Alright, so continuing to look around. Surely they're... Okay, so I see 2 crabs over there. So after we break their claws, we'll only need 1 more Hermitor to fight and break the claws of. Now again, most of the monsters that you need for the high rank Monsterpedia can be found here in the Elder's Lair. And it's annoying because, for whatever reason, this game counts the low rank and high rank Monsterpedia as separate. So if you want the achievement and complete that quest, then you... or that quest line, because you do have to get the 100% completion of the Monsterpedia for both the achievement and the quest line. It gets super annoying because you have, and I mean you have to get every single monster in high rank, and some of them are far more annoying than others. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna Kenshin skill you, see if I can... Alright, so yeah, you're out. And I'm gonna aim for your claws. There we go. So we'll only need 1 more claw in the card now. I think if we quick finish, it will... Actually, no, I'm not gonna... I don't want to test that. I just want to get this fight over with. Get this fight 2, I have to...
Show me what you can do!
Do this again, because for whatever reason, it won't count it, then I will be immensely annoyed. Alright, so double attack, like usual. Basically, double attacks are going to be your main source of damage as a rider. Also, if you're curious about whether or not you can use nutriments on your battle buddies, I believe the answer is no. But I did do a ton of off-screen ball cap grinding. And let's see, okay, how much else is there for us to explore? I think it's just over here. Okay, I see the last crab we need. That is fantastic, actually. I have to bring this out. Alright, and then we're just gonna break the claws. Alright, so let's make this fight quick then.
Show me what you can do!
But yeah, I will say this about the off-screen grinding that I had to do for all of my weapons and for my armor. I think about the most annoying was just having to fight Silver Rathalos and Soul Seer Mizitsune a bunch. And I also had to fight Molten Tigers a few times as well. Which was also annoying, but oh well, what can I do? Alright, so that should be it now. So, we should now be able to go over to the Watch Paw. Awesome! Second trial down! And I gotta say, all of our experience is really starting to pay off here. There's a caravan by the entrance. Might be a good idea to go out and hone our skills. Let's report to the feline for now. You got it, Naviru. Looks like my fretting was for nothing. As I promised our esteemed Meowster, I will let you pass to the next zone. Formidable trials lie in wait beyond here. Feel you may not be up to scratch? Earnest training may be the key. Alright. Well, I'll see all of you in the next zone. Goodbye.